Hey, this is the Two Dudes Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Brian.
And today, we're at a place called The Compound, but for all intents and purposes, it's the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, this place was originally a residential area that was going to be, well, it was planned to be a residential area, and then sometime in the 80s or 90s, there was like a housing crash or something.
I don't know if that housing crash was in a housing crash was in 2008, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure there was one in the 80s too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, this place never got properly developed, so it's just a vast area of land with paved roads, like go nowhere. And you got some more information on it, right?
Yeah, so this place is 12.2 square miles, roughly 2,784 acres. It was owned by the General Development Corporation, or GDC. They went bankrupt in 91, so all of this is zoned for residential, and the city owns these roads, so we're allowed to be on these roads, but we have to follow traffic laws.
Even though there are no
stop signs or anything.
Yeah, there's no stop signs, there's no speed limit signs, there's no what the fuck are they called? Traffic lights.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah.
So this place is mainly used for like off-roading, street racing, some camping, but yeah.
Dumping dead bodies.
Well, yeah, that's true. We'll add some B-roll in later, but there's actually like quite a bit of like very large crosses, because a lot of people have died here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you want to kick this off with the topic?
All right, sure. Yeah, let me look up what I got. If you had to spend $1 million in 1 hour, how would you do it?
$1 million in 1 hour. Ooh, it's a tough one. Let me think about my answer. You go first.
Okay. I mean, I haven't really thought this one out either. I figured, because it takes longer than an hour to buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess just go into Walmart and buy whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Go on Amazon and just buy whatever.
It'd be hard to spend $1 million in an hour, though. Like, on Amazon. I feel like if I just had to spend it and, like, get my money's worth, like, I'd just buy, like, every electronic and resell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in a Walmart or a Target or something like that.
I mean, it's not that hard to spend $1 million on Amazon in an hour. Like, have you ever, looked for something and then sorted by most expensive or whatever?
Nah.
Like, there are some just, like, cheap-ass headphones on Amazon that people are selling for, like, $3,000.
$3,000?
Yeah, nobody buys them.
Well, of course not.
You know, they're just listed for $3,000, even though they look like the cheapest fucking things in the world. So
it kind of reminds me, there was this dude who like made an app. It really did nothing. It like the icon was just like a picture of a diamond, and it's like, this app will make you a millionaire, and it costs like $1,000, and he got 3 people to buy it.
Oh yeah, it's like it was called like I Am Rich or something, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like a picture of a diamond or whatever. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's all it was. He got people to fall for that. They were willing to put like like $1,000.
$1,000, yeah. I heard it got taken down.
Oh, I
because
fucking
of that.
bet. Yeah, because it did nothing.
Yeah. I mean, if you're stupid enough to buy it, like, it's your fault. I don't think it should be taken down.
Yeah, but he was preying upon the innocent dreams of people who want to get rich quick without having to do things.
An app is not going to make you rich.
Yeah, but that's what the dream's about. To fall ass backwards into money.
So, how does wasting money on an app gonna make you fall ass backwards into a bunch of money?
They didn't think it through. They were just focusing on their dreams, their aspirations. But there are some like dumb stuff that made people legitimately rich. Like there's this guy like who basically just sells wishbones, like not in a turkey, and that made him rich. Like,
yeah.
It's just a fucking wishbone, though. He's like a multi-millionaire because of that.
Hey, it's a very niche market, but fucking, I guess people want to buy wishbones.
I mean, I fucking guess.
Oh, dude, I remember at some summer camp I went to. Do you remember those little things like fall off of, I think they're like pine trees? They're like...
Pine needles?
No, they're not pine needles. Maybe they're not pine trees, but they fall off some kind of tree. And there's like two brown...
I know exactly
like,
what you're talking about.
thin things with the thing on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically just used those as wishbones.
Oh, same. That's how you basically decided things as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever have take it a step further and have the game where it's like, whoever got the thing had to like lick it?
Nah, never did that.
I know some kids who did that. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't see anything in nature that and just go, I want to lick that.
Well, you can do that with, you know those like little red flowers? They're like very small and they're like just a bunch of them in a cluster, and you can pick it and you like pull out the stem and like lick it
Nah,
and be like the nectar on it.
I have no clue.
You've never done that?
Nope.
You have not lived.
That's the determining factor in living. Yep. So I'm gonna be on my deathbed and like, ooh, I never licked some flower.
Yeah, you never pulled the stem out of a little red flower and licked off like the 2 drops of nectar on it.
Ooh, who knew that was the meaning of life?
Just come to me if you need a life coach. I guarantee I can change your life.
It's not any better than boat time though.
I don't know about that.
At least mine takes like actual effort. You just gotta like find a flower and lick it.
Okay, that takes effort.
Yeah, but not more than finding a boat, getting it into a pool, and then just like chilling out there for hours on end. Which apparently he found on like Craigslist or something that some guy actually did do that.
Oh yeah, it's on Best of Craigslist. And some guy got too old to be able to take his boat out and sail. So he just hired a crane guy to lift the boat up and drop it in his pool. And I guess the guy died, and his son was like, the post was about, his son was saying, yeah, my dad, blah, 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 did this, and anyone's free to come get it if you can get it out of the pool.
I mean, that's fucking insane, but an early adopter of boat time. Like, we'll start putting out books and like merchandise very soon. So
I mean,
it
wasn't an early adopter. He kind of came up with the idea before you did.
Yeah, but has he marketed it though?
I don't know. He's dead.
Exactly. So I can take up that mantle.
Listen, I'm just saying your boat time is not an original idea.
Doesn't matter if it's original. What matters is if I can make a profit off of it. Hey, look. Some dude came up with the light bulb pretty much the same time as, not Einstein.
Edison?
Edison, thank you. So, like, Edison won out, but, like, they came up with the idea at the same time.
It's because Edison is a fucking bastard. A rat bastard. We could have free energy if people like Tesla.
Yeah, but Tesla was fucking insane.
Yeah, and your point?
My point is that he like never married, was afraid of the number 13, and like I think maybe in love with birds.
I think it was pigeons specifically.
Yeah. He lived like in a hotel basically all of his adult life until he died.
Okay, but that still doesn't ignore the fact that we could have free energy.
I mean, true. I mean, I like Tesla. Internet fell in love with him like basically like 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude was off his rocker.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Alright. I guess I'll pull out a topic.
Yeah.
Man, my phone is already overheating. It's so hot out.
Same. I'm just gonna keep mine in my pocket.
Yep. Okay. Since there's a very small possibility that we could face arrest, what would be your plan to break out of jail?
Oh, you mean getting arrested here?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have a plan.
No, you're not gonna like try and like cozy up to like a Mexican gang and like dig a tunnel out, some shit like that.
I mean, I guess I could just do like the classic like piss on the jail bars for like 50 years until they're corroded enough to break them.
It's an option. I mean, if time isn't a factor, I'll just keep like punching the same spot at the wall until it eventually breaks.
Oh, dude. Okay, no, this reminds me. I saw this crazy video of there were two guys in a jail cell who broke out and had like an illegal smuggled in phone, and they like recorded the whole like breakout process, taking like selfies and shit like that. It was crazy. What they did was they just did like the classic like dig a tunnel in their cell with like a spoon or whatever, and then they got into some little crawlway, made it up to the top, and got out with a bedsheet rope, and then just ran for it. And they were caught like a week later, but
I mean,
still,
yeah.
it's crazy that they recorded it.
I mean, we're basically recording a potential crime right here.
I mean, is this part of the private property?
No, technically this is a public road, but I don't think even in a normal road we'd be allowed to sit in the middle of it and record ourselves.
Well, we're at a dead end. If somebody like comes down here, they just fucking turn around.
True.
And it's not like cops really like patrol through here.
I mean, I'm sure they like cruise every so often, but yeah, we're probably not gonna face anything.
Yeah. Plus, if the cop did show up, they'd probably just tell us to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt we'd actually be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to 30 minutes later, we're in handcuffs on the back of a cruiser.
And then we could try digging a tunnel. Always a question about that. Like, if you dig a hole, like you have to take that earth and like basically make a pile out of it. How do you hide the pile?
Well, you would just put it like in the tunnel.
That would fill the tunnel up.
Well, you put it behind you. You just keep like moving it around.
Wouldn't that cut off your air supply?
No.
You're putting the same volume of earth that was making up the floor behind you, leaving no room for air left.
Well, you would still have room for it. It's not like it's piled up to the roof.
The roof of the tunnel, it would be. Because if you're not putting it outside of the hole, then yeah, it is. It's the same volume.
Well, yeah, it's the same volume, but like, it's not solid anymore.
True, but I mean, you're still not leaving much gaps, especially if it's like you're not putting any outside of the hole.
I mean, yeah, but it would still like just kind of go to the bottom of the tunnel.
Not sure about that.
You'd still have like room for air.
Why do you think that? Like, if there's sand isn't like solid, but if you're buried beneath sand, you're not gonna be able to breathe.
Well, yeah, obviously.
It's the same process, just dirt.
Whatever.
What? That's a legitimate question.
Well, if you're moving the earth, if you're moving the dirt, right, you're still gonna have room for air. Because air's still gonna get in there.
But you're just putting it behind you. Like, if you keep continuously doing that, you'll run out of air eventually.
Yeah, but you can still just, if you run out of air, you can just dig it out a little bit to where you can get more air. It's not like...
Without alerting a guard or anything?
No, because you're gonna be in the tunnel.
If you have to make some sort of like air pod, that's gonna be a hole. So someone's gonna notice that.
Who?
A guard.
Well, you would put something in front of the tunnel. Like, you would put like, I don't know, fucking like poster or something over the tunnel, or like a thing of wood over the thing.
You're gonna put a poster on the ground.
People, I don't know, dude. I'm not a fucking prisoner digging a trench.
This is why I'd be able to escape and he would not.
You would not be able to escape.
I'd be able to escape better than you. I would get caught, but I would be able to escape better than you. I would get much farther in the process.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Next podcast from prison.
I mean, we could always do an escape room and test our theory.
So ignore all the clues about how to get out and just start digging a hole in this private business.
Exactly. We just show up with shovels and jackhammers.
They confiscate your phones from you. They're not gonna let us in with a jackhammer.
You don't know that.
I feel like it's a pretty good bet.
Nah, listen, we just get one of those like folding shovels. It's like a tactical shovel.
Calling it tactical. All right. You have another topic?
I guess. What superhero would you want to be friends with? Like, if you could be friends with a superhero.
I have Spider-Man, honestly. He keeps a secret identity, so.
Honestly, yeah. Spider-Man was my answer, too.
Yeah, I don't want to be friends with some, like, god-level hero. That's just, like, what do you fucking talk about in that situation? Oh, man. You sure took down Galactus. What a bitch.
Hey, man, look, I know you just, like, killed, like, a couple gods or two, but you want to come over for some pizza, bro? Let's crush this fucking Mountain Dew.
If we take it outside of, like, Marvel or DC, I feel like being friends with, like, the Ninja Turtles would be cool. They seem like
yeah. They're
fairly
still superheroes.
I guess. Well, yeah, they are mutants, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ninja Turtles would be cool.
Yeah, they're honestly, like, the most chill. And they have a couple human friends, April O'Neil, Casey Jones. So it's not like we have to, like, domesticate them or some shit.
We just keep them in cages.
No, that would make the turtles go black.
What? What?
I meant bad. I was thinking black and white because of the original comic.
What? Yes, if we lock the Ninja Turtles in a cage, they'll just turn black.
I meant bad because that's how they were in the original comic. They're black and white.
Were they bad in the original comic, or were they more like anti-heroes?
More anti-hero, but I guess I kind of consider that more bad anyway.
I mean, yeah, is Deadpool bad?
He can be.
I mean, yeah, he can be, but like, as a whole, is he?
I don't know if you can define someone's morality.
You can very much define someone's morality.
An anti-hero is pretty much the opposite. They will do bad things. So does that make them good, even though they're doing them for good reasons?
I'd say so, yeah.
I don't think it's that clear cut.
I mean, if you kill a bad guy, I think you would be the good guy.
I think it depends on the situation. Like, what if that bad guy is basically the only, like, foundation for, like, a lot of good stuff, like, in a city? Like, he, like, gives to charity. He's founded, like, so many organizations that help people. And by taking them out, those organizations dissolve, thus hurting those people.
Well, if you have an organization set up, I would assume you would have. He wouldn't be like the bad guy wouldn't be just the head of them. Like there'd be somebody else who could run them.
Possibly, but without his financial backing.
Just take it from his estate.
What if he doesn't give it to the estate? What if he gives it to something else? You don't have to give your estate to your charity.
Well, no, you don't have to, but I mean, you could try to get it for the charities.
I mean, that's true, but I still don't think that alleviates the situation. By taking him out, you are ruining, like, a lot of people's situations.
Well, that's their problem to do.
All right. See how he just avoided that whole issue?
What do you mean avoided that issue? I just said, like, it's their problem.
Okay, but you're the one causing their problem by being a good guy.
I still don't see the problem. If I kill a bad guy, I kill a bad guy. I am a good guy.
Yeah.
Consequences be damned.
All right. He lives in a very black and white world, people.
Yep. Just like the Ninja Turtles.
Nah, they're radical green, bro.
I never understood the point of the one Ninja Turtles show where they go into the future.
There wasn't a point to it, but I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy that one.
Some big ass bug flying around.
Jesus.
Yeah, it does not want to leave us alone. All right, there we go. Because like I understand if they were in the modern day, like the original cartoon, but just what is the point of sending them to the future?
Because they can go like ooh and ah about all the future shit.
It was just an excuse to sell more toys, probably.
That's basically what all cartoons were about.
Oh, yeah. Originally, I guess.
Yeah, like the point of cartoons was to sell the toys. Like,
but some of the cartoons were good either way. So
Oh yeah, I mean, pretty much our whole generation still loves cartoons. Still quotes SpongeBob and shit like that. So.
I mean, we still watch cartoons.
Oh yeah, I definitely still do. I've more moved on to anime, but if I see a good cartoon, yeah, I'll watch the shit out of it.
Yeah, like Invincible.
Yeah. Oh, I just finished that.
Oh, finally!
Yeah, it took me a long time to get
It's
to it.
about damn time.
Yeah, that shit was good. I figure most of you have seen it, so you already know how good it is.
Yeah, I can't wait for season 2, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's already confirmed they're making it?
I assume they are.
I mean, it was a huge hit, so probably.
Yeah. I just hope they ramp up the animation.
What do you mean?
Well, because, like, the animation was good, but it felt kind of stiff at points. And, like, very lacking.
I think I'd chalk that up to them just going for a more comic book style.
I don't know. It seems like they didn't have, like a massive budget.
Nah, but I mean, this gained a lot of like popularity, so maybe next season will be better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope season 2 will have better animation. Because what we got was competent, but it wasn't like groundbreaking.
Yeah, it wasn't like eye-catching or anything. If you take away the story, it's lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently there's just been like so many rip-offs of basically the same story. Superman going bad. It was just essentially what the story is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, apparently there's this comic series called like Corruptible or something like that. It's basically the same thing. Like the Superman character reveals his identity to his Lois Lane character, and she's basically like, "How could you lie to me?" And then she tells like all her coworkers his identity, and he's basically like, "Telling one, I'll fucking like evaporate you." Shit like that.
Yeah, because even like DC has plenty of stories where Superman goes bad. So
Yeah, and then there's The Boys, which is basically the same thing, but he was bad from the beginning. So
I had never watched The Boys.
it's okay.
I'll have to check it out.
I still haven't watched season 2.
All I know is there's a laser baby.
Yep, there is a laser baby.
I only know that from that Michael Reeves video where he built one.
I mean, it was good. Using a baby as a weapon. It's fun.
God, Michael Reeves is crazy though.
I know, you show me a compilation of his shit, that dude is balls to the wall.
Have you not seen like any of his like videos? Or just the ones I've shown you?
You just the things you've shown me.
Aw, dude, okay, you need to go watch some of this shit. Like, he built a surgery robot, which was literally just what's the best way to describe this? I guess like a claw machine mechanism where you can move it like, anywhere like that.
Oh yeah, I remember a compilation. It was like controlled by the hand.
Yeah, but it just had the knife attached to it. That whole video is insane.
I bet. I really like the one where he like commanded a small army of drones.
Oh yeah, that one was funny. I think that was like the attack drone thing.
There's actually like a thing in my like aviation law class about like the laws regarding drones and like how people are sort of like taking drone technology too far. Like this dude like basically attached a flamethrower to one so he could cook a chicken.
So he could cook a chicken?
Yeah.
That seems very counterproductive.
I mean, yeah, but he could do it. Another guy just attached a gun to it. The drone couldn't like stabilize very well after it. It would go like.
Like after it was on it or after he shot it?
After he shot it.
Okay.
Yeah. But he got it to shoot, so like that's gonna be a potential murder weapon at some point.
Yeah. The coolest thing I've seen with drones so far is some guy built like a really big one and went drone surfing on it. Like he was like 3 or 4 feet above the ground, just zooming down the road. That shit looked cool.
Yeah.
I would want to try that.
That's probably the closest thing we'll ever get to like a real hoverboard.
Probably.
I mean, so many people have tried to make like hover bikes and shit like that, basically doing the same thing. I don't know how you even begin to solve a problem like that. I'm not an engineer or a physicist, so.
Well, you just attach a bunch of fans to a
I know, but to like make it smaller, more compact, so it'd actually be like usable. Yeah.
Man, they did make like a real hoverboard though for some Lexus commercial.
Oh yeah, it was because they used like a magnetic floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was cool, but
It didn't hover very high, and you really had to be like super balanced for it to not like scrape on the floor though.
yeah,
It was like what, like 2 inches off the ground or something?
something like that. Yeah. I mean, I think the equation for like magnetic force is like similar to gravity. The farther apart they are, the weaker it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was that one prank video with Tony Hawk. Do you remember that one?
No.
They went into a parking lot and they got what's his name? Christopher Lloyd, the guy who played Doc Brown.
Ah, yeah.
They brought them out to a parking lot and they, like, Christopher Lloyd, I think, brought the hoverboard to Tony Hawk, and Tony Hawk started doing tricks on it, like, you know, going up in the air and flipping around and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it fooled some people. Be like, whoa, how the fuck is this possible? What's going on? And then they released like a behind the scenes like a week later, and it was just Tony Hawk in a harness connected to a bunch of pulley systems.
Yeah. God. Even getting a hoverboard, it really wouldn't be life-changing. It'd just be like cool for like a couple months until like people got used to it, but I still really want one.
Yeah. I would want one if I could just like push the nose down and just go,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have to like,
Yeah.
you know, push off with my foot.
Which is not how it worked in Back to the Future. You actually had to still push.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking lame.
Yeah, really. It really offers no benefit than a normal skateboard.
Well, there would be no friction.
I guess, but if you still have to push.
Well, I figured you'd only have to like push once, right?
No, on the one in Back to the Future, you had to continuously do it like a real skateboard.
Well, yeah, that's in Back to the Future. Though. I'm talking like if hoverboards were a reality, you would really only need to push off once, because there would be no friction.
There'd still be air resistance.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But you would be able to go a lot longer.
Oh yeah, for sure. I guess the one real advantage it offers is like you don't have to just stick on a road. Like in Back to the Future, he goes over water, like the same way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, I saw this one project where somebody is building like a jet bike. It's exactly what it sounds. Well, no, it's not. It's like a personal aircraft, but it's basically just a jet engine, like a motorcycle body with a jet engine on it.
It's pretty much exactly what it
Oh,
is.
is that?
Yeah, it's time. Commercial break.
3 out of 4 unsuspecting people will get gingivitis, an early form of gum disease. Now, the good news. Listerine Antiseptic is the only non-prescription mouthwash accepted by the American Dental Association for its significant help in preventing and reducing plaque and gingivitis. And Listerine still kills bad breath germs. So brush, floss, and use Listerine. It's good news for you, bad news for gingivitis.
And we're back.
Welcome back. You know, they say no shooting, but I'm seeing a lot of like used shotgun shells around here.
I mean, yeah. Just because they say it doesn't mean anyone's gonna follow it.
God damn, stupid bugs are back. Anyway, yeah, pull up on topic.
Alright. Alright, I'll dive into the next topic in a second, but this is sort of a correction from last week's podcast. So I really dumbed down critical race theory to the point where it wasn't really correct, so let me just say what it's about. This is from the Wikipedia article, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess. The focus is on law and how race issues are treated, based in critical theory, which is like the parent of critical race theory. Societal problems are created by societal structures and cultural assumptions rather than by individuals. And the tenets of critical race theory are that white supremacy exists and is maintained through law. Changing this is possible by changing the relationship between race and law. Critics argue that This theory places more importance on storytelling rather than like empirical evidence about how races are treated. So they focus more on the narratives than like what's like the figures say. And regarding the guy from the Space Force, his name was Lieutenant Colonel Matthew, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Lawmeyer?
Where is it?
Right there.
Yeah, Lawmeyer, I guess. Yeah.
Lawmeyer, yeah. So the dude went on a podcast and basically said the defense secretary, whose name is Lloyd Austin, was trying to shoehorn in inclusion and diversity policies that would divide the military. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Lawmeyer believes that critical race theory is rooted in Marxism. I don't really get his argument when it comes to that, but that's what his whole book is about, which what he was promoting on some sort of podcast. I don't know the name of the podcast.
Those goddamn communists are racist.
Yeah. He believes teaching these values are making it impossible to express any view that goes counter to what he calls like liberal ideas about race. And some people are behind that. You're not supposed to express any partisan views while like in uniform, which he wasn't, but since he like went against the military's like view, like he got canned from his position.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's my little cleanup for that. So yeah. Another topic, Brian and I were like sort of talking about this place on DoorDash called Tender Shack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, it's an entirely virtual business that sells chicken tenders, fries, and chicken sandwiches. We're talking about it because there's major inconsistencies when it comes to orders, when it comes to like portions or like even the style of the tenders. I'm gonna send you a picture of the tenders I got and just compare that with the ones that are on their site because they look nothing alike.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. So we looked up like a picture of like the address of like some DoorDasher who picked up the order, and it was a residential area. So we thought, holy shit, are they just cooking this out of regular people's homes? But I looked into it. Tender Shack is owned by Bloomin' Brands, who owns Outback and Carrabba's. So they are not being made out of residential areas, but they're made out of that kitchens and Outback and Carrabba's and stuff like that. This sort of investigation led me to find out that basically these restaurants, these like steakhouse restaurants, are sort of in a chicken war. Cause like, what was it? There's this similar business called It's Just Wings, and it's run by Chili's and Maggio's Little Italy. Yeah, so like these restaurants are like starting virtual, well, kitchens, I guess. And just like competing with each other for the chicken market, which I just found really interesting why they would go that far. And then I found out like plenty of businesses are doing this. Like I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese, and I didn't realize this at the time, but they were doing what this is called a ghost kitchen, starting another business in a real like restaurant's kitchen. And they were using a restaurant called Pasquale's Pizza, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Pasquale's Pizza, yeah. So like all of these businesses are starting like alias companies, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I just found that really interesting.
I still find it weird though that even though it's run out of like Tender Shack is run out of like Outback and whatever else.
Yeah.
That it came up with that residential area. Because it was just like a picture of a house.
Yeah.
And the reviews on it were like, they were leaving like 1 or 2 star reviews and saying, this is coming out of somebody's house, like reported to what's the food like administration?
FDA?
Yeah. I think somebody said like, I'm reporting this to the FDA or some shit like that.
Yeah, that shit's wild. I don't know if that was just like a one-time occurrence or like, because supposedly like, it's just supposed to be run out of like Carrabba's and Steakhouse's kitchen, which is like 750 locations or something like that all around the U.S. But
yeah, well,
yeah.
Some guy it very well could have just like applied to run the ghost kitchen or whatever, and they didn't do any background check on him, so they just let him do it.
I mean,
So they gave him a license.
maybe, but If that's true, that really like shines a negative light on like Bloomin' Brands entirely. Like they don't vet their kitchens. Really?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, they just want to make a quick buck at the end of the day.
It's certainly possible. And plus, the advantage of these ghost kitchens is that it costs like very little setup. Like
Oh yeah.
you just either work out of like an already prepared kitchen, or you get some property that's basically out in the middle of nowhere. Like you don't need like foot traffic or anything. You just need people to come pick up the food. I read that like the average startup cost for these kind of ghost kitchens are roughly 20,000.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and setting up a normal restaurant is something in the neighborhood of 300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Mr. Beast's food chain is. It's a ghost kitchen. And I've looked up reviews of Beast Burger, and I've seen like varying degrees of like, I don't know how to say that sentence. Basically, people are saying like it's either like okay or bad.
See, I was looking at the reviews for Tender Shack on their like Facebook page, and like their food is okay for the most part, but they just consistently give the wrong order or random portion sizes. So yeah, honestly, if they fix that up, it'd be fine, because like it's fairly cheap for the amount of food you get.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to get the consistency down more than anything.
Yeah, they really do.
Because I haven't tried it yet, but I might in a little bit.
Yeah, it's decent, honestly, if you get the right food.
I just find it weird that they can't keep it consistent.
It's really bizarre, especially since like I'm sure these Outback employees are the ones making it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so, yeah.
I don't know, maybe they're not used to cooking chicken, maybe they're just used to cooking steak.
But I doubt they're like hand breading it themselves. They probably just get like a shipment from corporate or some shit like that. I'm just wondering how the chicken itself could be different.
I don't know, man, dude. We need to make a documentary. We need to infiltrate fucking Outback Steakhouse. We have to get employed as cooks at Outback Steakhouse.
I mean, I've got the experience working at Chuck E. Cheese and Chick-fil-A.
Well, there you go. That's your in, Matt. You'll be the man on the inside.
Let's just hope they never see this.
Oh yes, because Outback Steakhouse watches our fucking podcast.
It only takes one employee to blow the whistle.
Man. We can send you in with the GoPro. Which I did pick up yesterday.
Good. We're about to film a bit. It should be okay. Hopefully you guys like it. We're not gonna spoil it. But...
Yeah. And we should be getting, or we might be able to get help on it too, because of this new guy.
Yeah. Might get a camera guy and another guy helping us write stuff.
Yeah. I made a post on Reddit looking like at the it's the Reddit for like the local area we're in.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them like, oh yeah, these are the hobbies like me and Matt have. And we got two guys like kind of respond. One of them said that he's got equipment for camera for production, all that kind of stuff. And the other one is a comedy writer, or likes to write comedy. So we might have some more people joining us soon.
Honestly, we could use it. A lot of our ideas require more than the two of us.
Yeah. So, yeah. I hope we get these guys.
Yep. I mean, hopefully they're good too.
Oh yeah.
Don't need another dead weight.
What do you mean? What do you mean dead weight? I started this channel, asshole.
You started it, but I perfected it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
True. I mean, aside from your Daft Punk video, I think our ideas are the ones that have the most views on your channel.
Yeah, definitely are. Actually, no.
Which one?
The fucking anime MILF one that I made.
That is true. I found that horrendous, but people seem to like
Oh yeah, no, it's hot garbage. And then there's also anal sex.
Yeah.
That one was just fucking hilarious. Yeah, other than that, our collaborative efforts is what gets the most views.
Yeah.
Which is not saying much because we don't get that many views.
Yeah, I think the Fast and the Curious is holding at like 90 something right now.
Yeah,
Well-
that deserves more views, I think.
Yeah, I think the Waldo video deserves more views.
Yeah, the Waldo video was good. Hey, go watch our Waldo video, all right? Spread it around.
Yeah, all 14 to like 8 of you would do it.
What do you mean? We got like 72 subscribers.
True, but views on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Little did you know, Matt, I just go on my alt account and refresh the page. That's where all of our views come from.
All right, got another topic?
Yeah. This one was interesting. Apparently, Kim Kardashian is getting sued by her, like, groundskeeper, or like some of her groundskeepers in her maintenance team. They claim that she withheld taxes, or withheld, like, money from them, supposedly for their taxes, but they never went towards the taxes. And also there was, I guess, like a 16-year-old on that team who was forced to work more than he's legally allowed to. So that's something, I guess.
It's weird. She's definitely like multi-millionaire status. Seems kind of petty to do.
Well, it seems kind of stupid to, like, go after her, because I figure it's not her fault. Like, I don't think she is the one directly paying them, right?
She might be. I don't really know her situation, so I have no idea.
I mean, somebody that wealthy and famous, I would figure they'd have somebody just manage everything for them.
Oh, you mean like an assistant? Or some
Yeah.
shit? Yeah.
Like, I don't think she is the one, like, cutting the checks and handing them to the maintenance workers.
Yeah, probably not. It's weird, but I mean, she'll be able to defend herself in court. You remember that shit? She was gonna sit for like the LSAT.
I don't remember that now. What?
It was like beginning of the pandemic. She like announced she was gonna go like law school or some shit.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you told me about that.
Yeah, I don't know if she already sat for the LSAT or like how far she got into it, but
Dude, how the fuck would you react if Kim Kardashian was your lawyer?
I mean, to be honest, she probably get it for cheap. Oh, she's got name recognition, but she's never like worked a case or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Like, and I doubt she's smart enough to come up with, like, any good ideas.
I mean, if she can pass, I think I'd give it a shot if it was like something low level.
Like, petty theft.
No, not like criminal, but like some like civil suit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't think she would win anything.
maybe not, but it'd become a huge spectacle.
They'd probably turn into some kind of Judge Judy bullshit.
Probably, yeah.
Call it Kim K defense attorney or some shit.
Not a terrible name.
Yeah. They gonna pay me for the rights now for that?
I mean, you haven't like copyrighted it or anything. You better get on that.
I'm copywriting it right now, right here. I'm saying it's copyrighted right now.
Saying it is not enough.
Yes, it is.
It's not. You have
Yes,
to
it
actually
is.
like file forms.
Nope,
and
no, I
shit.
don't. Nope. Sorry, who's the one going to law school here? I don't think you are.
I mean, I'm taking more law classes than you.
Yeah, okay, tell it to Kim Kardashian, buddy.
Technically, I think we're on the same level because I don't think either of us are in law school.
There's a plane.
It's good, Brian. It is a plane.
Shut up. So I'm just trying to make conversation here.
All right. Let me assist in this conversation making.
Please do. That's why I have you here on the podcast.
Yeah, it's not because you couldn't handle this shit on your own.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Make a one-man podcast? That's not how a podcast works.
You could have a conversation with yourself. We
We
could watch you slowly go insane.
I'm just gonna pull out Looney Tunes and like sit right here and like quickly do a wardrobe change and sit over here.
It'd be entertaining for like 1 or 2 tries, but once you get to like episode 500, it might get a little stale. All right, so I'm not sure how much we'll get out of this one, but if you were gonna make a theme park, what would you make it as? Like, what would the theme be?
don't know. Like, do you have any ideas in mind?
I have two. One is like sort of like basically an underwater apocalypse scenario,
Okay.
like sunken Statue of Liberty and shit like that. Just like all the rides would definitely be like aquatic themed and like exchange your money for like I guess like fake bullets. Just to, like make it like as apocalypse theme and as dreary as possible. Family fun right there.
Yeah, no, I like that.
And then the other one, I just think it'd be so interesting if Nickelodeon came out with like a Universal of their own.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm picturing like a roller coaster that you just like go into George Lopez's mouth. And like the track is like stuck in his teeth and like it keeps going like up and down as he goes like ING. Just shit like that. Like, you know, like the Men in Black ride at Universal?
Yeah.
Have like that one, but basically Danny Phantom themed. So you're like catching ghosts and whatnot.
That would be cool, yeah.
Get to sit on like a Jorgen's lap.
Yeah, I don't think George Lopez is relevant enough anymore to make a ride out of it.
But this could give him a comeback.
Like, I know Jimmy Fallon has a ride at Universal, but I don't think George Lopez is gonna be relevant anymore.
Hey, he had his own talk show for a hot minute.
Yeah, it didn't last very long and nobody really cared for it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just think that'd be fun. Nickelodeon one.
I guess I'd try to make like a video game themed one. Like just have different sections for different genres, I guess. Like one area could be an arcade with like a bunch of FPS games in it. Like you know those games where you gotta like pick up a gun and like shoot at whatever's on screen?
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah, you could have like a bunch of those in there. It could be, oh man. Did you ever go to Disney Quest?
No, but you have talked about it a little bit before.
Yeah, there was this really cool ride where it was like you get into this raft and you have paddles, and the raft was on a like hydraulic arm thing, so it would move a little bit, like up and down, left, right, whatever. And the whole point was you had to use the paddles to like steer the raft, and the whole room was surrounded in screens. So it was really immersive and really fun.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah. They also had an Aladdin ride where you would, I think it was a VR thing, or it was another one where you just like a screen, I forget which, but you have to get on the carpet and you actually have to like lean to choose which way to go and shit. That was fun too. But yeah, I'd do something like that.
I was thinking you'd do like more classic games. Like I'm just picturing like big Mario and like green pipes and whatnot everywhere for aesthetic purposes.
Oh yeah, for aesthetics, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do like a Pac-Man roller coaster maybe.
That might be cool. You gotta like run from the ghost and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I think I have one more topic. Do you want to give one or no?
I mean, I don't really have many left.
Alright.
I got like 2 more,
Alright.
and they're not gonna last very long.
Come on, phone.
Come on, man.
Trying. The heat is not doing good things to my phone.
Yeah, it is very hot out. It's like, it's starting to feel like summer.
Alright, this one won't last long either, but alright, what do you think of predatory suing?
Predatory suing?
Like going to a location because you know they're not up to code and like you go there just for the purpose of like launching a lawsuit.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, because I bring this up specifically because I read a couple cases about like this handicapped woman who like would purposely go to locations that she knew weren't like wheelchair accessible just so she could sue them.
Yeah, I figure like 9 times out of 10, like you're gonna lose that case.
Well, no, she actually won most of those cases because you're supposed to be like wheelchair accessible, but
Right, but I figured it would get to a point where it's like you would realize this person is just doing it so they can sue someone.
oh yeah, like she kept bringing it to like the same judge and like he eventually got sick of her shit, but
Yeah, exactly. Like I figured they would get to a point where it's like obvious that the person is just doing it for the lawsuit. Like, you remember that video I made a while back that was kind of like a rant about the lady Or was it the lady or the dude who sued Domino's?
Oh yeah, the blind guy who like couldn't order from Domino's. Yeah.
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 That was just so ridiculous, because what was it? It was like, he was blind, but he had a cell phone.
Mhm.
And I think he was mad because he couldn't get the online deals or whatever,
Mhm.
because he couldn't use a computer or something like that.
Yeah. Like blind people use a specific kind of software that basically reads everything on screen because you're
Yeah.
supposed to like attach HTML like text to
Holy
it.
shit.
What was that?
That's a fucking like little mini tornado. Holy shit.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's coming this way. Oh my god. Nice catch. Holy dude, look at this. There's like a fucking like a little tornado in the back there.
Is that showing up on film?
I hope so. Dude, I hope we caught that.
That's awesome.
Yo! Holy shit! That was crazy! I'm so glad we got that. Alright, hold on. Sit back down so I can like refocus the camera.
Alright.
Holy, alright.
Oh god, I hope that showed up.
God, alright. I hope we're good. I hope that doesn't happen again.
Man, we might need to invest in something to like weigh down the tripod.
Yeah, well we could like just get a couple, like a small weight or something, tie it to it.
Yeah. So you were talking about no, I was talking about how you need HTML text on stuff online so the software blind people use will read it to them so they can know what to click and whatnot.
Yeah.
But apparently Domino's didn't include that on their deals, so that's why he sued. I don't remember if he won or not.
I think he probably did, but I still think it's stupid. Cause like, I mentioned this in that video, but I figured if you call up a minimum wage employee and be like, hey, I heard about this deal you have online. Could I order over the phone and still get the deal? I doubt this fucking pimply ass teenager is gonna be like, no, sorry, you have to do it online. You know, like, I doubt they're gonna tell you no.
But why should he have to change? They should just make their system usable to the blind.
Well, yeah, but the whole complaint was like he couldn't get the online deals.
The whole point about being like ADA compliant is that you have to make your business like be able to be usable by like anyone.
Yeah.
So they were technically in violation of it, but it is kind of stupid at the same time.
Yeah.
There were definitely ways he could have like gone around without having to sue, but
Yo, dude, there's a fucking blimp over there.
yeah,
Damn. I haven't seen a blimp in a long time.
yeah. I still want to live in one.
There-
That would be cool, like Sporticus.
I mean, yeah, it'd be cool, but wouldn't it be like cramped?
I'm not sure how big. I don't know if you call it a cockpit or whatever.
I'd call it a cockpit.
The steering room of the blimp. I don't know how big it is, but I'm sure it's decently sized. I think at the very least it'd be the size of like my current room.
Yeah, you could probably fit like a bed in there.
Yeah.
What are the point of blimps nowadays anyway?
Advertising.
That seems like a very heavy investment for advertising.
Yeah, but I don't think the Goodyear blimp does anything besides advertising. There really aren't that many blimps anymore, so it's more of like because there are so few, it makes for a better ad, I guess.
Yeah, but how much does it cost to have a blimp versus like a shit ton of billboards on the highway?
Who fucking knows?
Man, do you ever like actually read the billboards?
I mean, occasionally when I'm bored.
Some of them are funny.
I mean, Chick-fil-A has one on the highway. It's got like ceramic cows on it and shit.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I saw one that was really funny online. It was they were like two stacked on top of each other.
Hmm.
One of them was for some like church or Christian whatever that said heaven or hell, like you choose. And then under that one was a Chick-fil-A one that said tell them the cows sent you. Yeah, this place is just littered with garbage.
Of course it is. No one's gonna treat like this place with respect, honestly.
Yeah, it's a shame. Ah, dude, there's a bunch of cinder blocks over there if you want to weigh down the tripod.
You could always buy some land here, Brian. Fix it up all nice.
I'd rather not.
Settle down with your dog.
I mean, there would be plenty of space for her to run around.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she'd love this place, but she might eat a shotgun shell.
She'd probably get lost.
Oh yeah.
And I've been working on training her like some more, and she's been doing better. Like, she still barks or chases like people and whatever else that moves, but I've been able to like get her to stop doing it a lot easier. Because from the training videos I've seen, like, there's this thing where as soon as they start doing it, you just pull them back and walk in the opposite direction. It's called like redirecting or something. It just gets their attention off of it.
Alright, well, I'm officially out of topic, so you want to do a couple more before we wrap it up?
I got one more, and it's just what's your favorite flavor of Doritos?
I don't even eat Doritos.
You don't eat Doritos?
I don't eat Doritos.
What kind of chips do you eat then?
I eat Lay's and Ruffles, both classic versions.
Of course you do.
Yes, I do. I am the basicest of bitches.
Yep.
The most basic. That was a better way to phrase it.
The most basic bitch. Alright, well, I guess we're good then.
Yep. All we got is like 30 seconds, so if you just want to sit in silence or just end it now.
Alright, let's just stare at the camera.
Alright, cool. It's windy as fuck though. And that's it.
Bye!